Hey guys, NESComplex here. Nintendo Power's second issue had some killer games. Castlevania 2, Bionic Commando, Blaster Master, Life Force to name a few. Come with me as I dive into our gaming history and relive our collective video game memories on episode 2 of Nintendo Power Time Machine. Let's go!
Flipping through an issue of Nintendo Power is like traveling through time. Nintendo's fascinating, nostalgic, and sometimes hilarious past is captured forever on its pages. Journey with me through time to discover Nintendo's history.
Issue number 2 came out in September of 1988. That September, the radio sang a strange mixture of Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine and Bobby McFerrin's classic, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And on the silver screen, a younger, saner Charlie Sheen starred in 8 Men Out, and Alien Nation scratched the science fiction itch. For me, though, it was always about the games. The first thing that needs to be mentioned is this cover. To go from a clay diorama of Mario running from Bort to Simon Belmont holding Dracula's severed head was a bit much for some parents. Maybe the glistening heart and disconnected eyeball had something to do with it too. Well, this was pretty cool. It came with a free insider's calendar. The Marioized holidays are a nice touch. Mario Santa at Christmas and December. Aw, he's in love, how cute. And nothing says Thanksgiving like a wild-eyed Mario chasing a turkey with an axe. The first game featured in this issue also happens to be one of my favorites, Bionic Commando. This game was amazing. A bionic arm, fast-paced action, tense boss battles, cool guns and gadgets, and an awesome confrontation with humanity's most evil villain, Master D. I got it for Christmas that year and played it all the time. I guess I never really noticed, but who is this blonde guy? He's on every page. Wait, he's on the cover of the game too? This can't be. I mean, you play as a redhead with a green Ghostbusters costume in Bionic Commando. Who is this guy? There's an interesting description on page 7. You must go to a place from which no mortal has ever returned. What's with the quotes? Are they actually hinting that Hitler or Master D is immortal? If only we knew someone who knew how to kill immortal beings. Life Force is also covered, or should I say, the words Life Force are covered. The words are ginormous, but at least they're only on the first page. What? They're on... No way, they're on all 6 pages of coverage? I want to see more of the game. Life Force is an amazing game, with amazing power-ups and epic boss battles. Plus 2-player co-op, it deserves better coverage than this. Finally, on page 24, we get to the game on the cover, Castlevania 2. I didn't play it back then, and to this day I've never completed Castlevania 2. I just can't really get into it. I remember thinking that the day-night mechanic was a cool idea, and the items and power-ups always had me intrigued, but my sensitive young conscience couldn't even handle Castlevania 1. I remember when we got that game, we ended up returning it the next day because we were so disturbed. The coverage and maps are commendable, especially considering the people at Nintendo Power had to take pictures of each screen and meticulously assemble them into full maps. If you look close, you can even see the lines. And speaking of maps, the map in this issue is certainly a step back from the Zelda map in issue 1. Looks like a kid drew it. Maybe the poster will be better. Bionic Commando, yes! But on closer inspection, not only does this not remind me of Bionic Commando, who's this brown-haired guy? Where's the red-headed guy? Heck, the poster would even be cool if it were any of the pictures of the blonde dude. I'm so confused. I thought this was interesting. In the second part of the Mario Bros. 2 coverage, there's a picture of Mario on page 42, and he's only winking the iris and pupil of his eye. I tried it. It doesn't work. Seriously though, every time I see coverage of Super Mario Bros. 2, it just makes me want to go back and play it again. It may be a little different, but it's got so much charm, and I just love this game. Even Shigeru Miyamoto said this is one of his favorite Mario games of all time, so maybe one day we'll get a proper sequel. Who designed this spread for Renegade? It reminds me of when I had to write a paper in high school and I'd use large fonts to take up space. Bow ties are cool. On page 68, Golgo 13 is discussed. I have to admit I've never played it, but the secret agent spy assassin theme and cinematic imagery always made it look so cool. Now here's a game that I love and hate just a little. I love Blaster Master's side-scrolling vehicle-based game mechanics. The Thunder Break, homing missiles, hover transformation, and ability to leave your vehicle are awesome. But I hate that I can't beat it. I've tried so many times, but I just can't do it. It's driving me crazy. It looks like Packwatch got a slight visual upgrade in the 2 months between issues 1 and 2. In issue 1, it looked like what can only be described as cereal box Qbert vomit. Issue 2 looks better, but still kinda weak. Come on, Nintendo, this section is supposed to get us excited for new games. In the NES Journal section on page 93, there's a cool feature about Chris and Tim Stamper from Rare. That's right, this is well before Donkey Kong Country, GoldenEye, and Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Even back then though, Rare made amazing games for the NES. RC Pro-Am, Wizards and Warriors, and later on Battletoads and Snake Rattle and Roll. In the fall television preview, we see that a young Matt LeBlanc of Friends fame was going to co-star in TV 101 with the freshly shaved lead singer of the Spin Doctors. But even with these two princes on the show, it never really panned out. Probably this guy's fault. In the celebrity profile section, we see former Houston Oiler Sean Jones can't beat Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. There's only one thing to do. I think I'll be giving the game counselors a call soon. Oh, for crying out loud. In issue 1, Kirk Cameron calls the power line. Issue 2, Sean Jones calls the power line. I think I see a trend here. The top 30 again has Zelda at the top, and with the NES library now at 109 games, the list started making more sense. Most of the top 30 were great games, and still are. Punch-Out, Metroid, Contra, Mega Man, Ram... Well, most of the games were great. Bow ties are cool. And that wraps up another episode of Nintendo Powered Time Machine. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Bow ties are cool.